Hey, good morning. How are you? Dr. Dave here. I've talked about magic mushrooms as far as how they've helped me with things like anxiety, depression, PTSD, even though not from military, from some other crazy trauma in my life. Insomnia. I've also never really talked about this, but they've helped a lot of people with addictions such as drugs, alcohol, tobacco. The list goes on and on and on. But and I really am a firm believer in magic mushrooms, microdosing, throwing in an occasional macro, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. It's amazing, amazing medicine. But something I've never really talked about was other things that can help you with, such as war. How many of you are anxious, worried about what's going on over there in Russia, Ukraine? It's unsettling. I mean, you read the headlines and people talk anywhere from an invasion to World War III and nuclear bombs going off. So it's really, really unsettling. And I've found that by using magic mushrooms, it puts things in a perspective that I've never really maybe had before. I've realized that I'm kind of a nobody. We're all nobodies and on this planet, in this universe, and life is just not as significant as we, don't get me wrong, no, life's important, but we, okay, I should say we are not as significant as maybe we once thought we were. Life is not so serious, and a lot of things we just can't control. Like this thing that's going on in Ukraine, it's totally, as scary as it might be, it's totally out of our control. I mean, it's not like I can go over to Russia and grab Putin by the neck and say, like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I mean, I can't really do that. That's probably near impossible, near impossible. But we can control our thoughts. We can control how we feel about life and how we feel about the planet and how we feel about the universe and the world. And magic mushrooms, this sacred medicine that I've been talking about I've been using for close to a year now, is a tremendous help in seeing things maybe different ways than we've ever seen them before. So if you're, I mean, everybody reacts differently to everything. But if you're looking at the headlines or being or obsessed with the news and worried and like what's next, and then I really would think that, magic mushrooms have a place in your life where they can help us through some really, really tough things. And this is, let's face it, this is one of, we don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know what's going to happen, but I've got this sense of peace about me also. Like, in other words, like I just said, there's nothing I can do. I've got my choices, whether I can obsess over the news and the headlines every single day and be glued to the TV and worry, or I can say that, hey, it's horrible, but it's out of my control. I can't do anything. I can't even, what's the word I'm looking for? Predict or create an outcome. So the other option I have is to get on with my life and do good things for myself and for other people and help out as many people as I can and enjoy my time on this planet. So given those choices, and the magic mushrooms have helped guide me to those choices, I choose to live my life and help others as much as I can and help myself. And that's what I do. So again, I hope I'm not rambling too much, but if you're feeling down about what's going on, and just realize that we have no control, and I think everything actually is going to be fine. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I think it's going to be fine. I think we've been through a really tough few years, and there's been no better time probably to microdose or to use magic mushrooms than through all this craziness of COVID and now unrest in Eastern Europe. And it's a fucking mess. And I've never used that word on my videos before, but I just feel like today, for some reason, I feel like I have to use it because I have to say what's on my mind. And that's the deal. So I hope this helps you on some level. Let me know in the comments. I read all of them. I don't always respond now just because of what's going on in my life, but I'll try to respond. I'll try my best, but don't hate me if I don't respond to everything. Till next time, Dr. Dave, remember this is not to be construed or taken in any way as medical advice or legal advice or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy who has figured out what works for me and probably works for a lot of other people. Talk to you later.